guys, Christy here, looking glamorous as if. Listen, I just filmed a makeup video and I put on like a cuter shirt for that, and then I honestly was just like, it's Saturday when I'm filming this and I just want to be lazy and I just want to wear a hoodie and I want to be warm and comfortable, especially because of what this video is about, which is #goals. Ironic, because no one would say that I am goals. Like, I'm a hot damn mess. I honestly don't even know whose sweatshirt this is. I just found it, so, at my house. So I know that I'm a little late to the game, as New Year's was over a month ago now. But, I don't know, my sister kind of gave me inspiration because she was like, I feel like January is like a test run to really figure out what kind of goals and resolutions you need to implement into your life. And I was like, girl, you're so right. You're speaking me some wisdom, as always. So, I've been spending the last month thinking about what I want 2018 to look like, what I want to accomplish, what habits I want to create, and I've come up with the following list. So while like each point might be a little bit vague, I am going to go into detail with each one so you guys can kind of see where I'm coming from. Maybe I should put on a lipstick. I just grabbed this one. Oh, okay, that's fine. Lipstick with a hoodie, am I better now? This is almost kind of awkward for me to talk about because I normally am not like telling people like what my goals are, so I don't know, I feel like a little bit awkward, I'm gonna be honest. But let's jump right in. And of course, the first thing that I wrote is my biggest one for 2018 and also probably my biggest source of insecurity and fear. Fear might be a strong word, but let me just say what it is and then I can go into more detail. So my first goal for 2018 is to write a screenplay. It sounds like a lofty goal, and it probably is to write the entire thing, but basically I just like want to kick myself in the butt and actually like get it done and get it started. I've always had ideas for movies or TV shows, and there's something about that makes me very anxious and very scared to even try, and I think it's because to make it in that industry, I mean, it's really hard. Everyone will tell you that. But I've been letting that fear stop me from even trying for myself, if that makes sense. I mean, I've been wanting to write a screenplay for years now, and I've never put pen to paper. I've never started typing it out because I'm legitimately just scared. I'm scared it's not going to be good. I'm scared that it's never going to see the light of day. I'm scared that if somebody else reads it, they're going to think it's shit. And all of those things could very well happen, but I just need to get myself into the headspace that the first step is me actually doing it. The first step is me trying, and the first step is me pushing aside the insecurity and fear I have for that to actually just go for it. And I don't know why for that particular thing I've always struggled so much with being afraid to do it. I don't know, I guess it's the fear of failure or the fear that I'm not even gonna think it's good enough, but I think I just need to push past that and just like write the damn thing and get it out onto paper and go from there. I mean, I've never written a script before. I've never written a screenplay. So I don't even know, like, I've been trying to do a little bit of research on the formatting and what everything is supposed to look like and some tips and tricks, and honestly, it's all super overwhelming. So if any of you watching have any suggestions, I will take them. But at this point, I think I just need to do it for myself and just to know that I did it and that I accomplished that and that I pushed past the fear that I have about it to do it, even if it's just for me, if that makes sense. So goal number one is write a screenplay, and that is a big one for me this year. Keep me accountable. I went on my Instagram and be like, Christy, did you write anything this week? So far in 2018, the answer is no, I haven't, because again, I don't know why I'm so like freaked out to do that. Like, why am I like this? I don't know. Okay, goal number 2 is to become a morning person. This is so hard for me. Like, I have been a night owl my entire life. I thrive at night. I would way prefer to stay up late, and I feel like I get more creative at night. I feel like I get more done at night. But unfortunately, when you work a job that is like an 8 to 5 type of deal and you're in an office and you have to be there, that's not so much an option to be like, oh, I'm gonna stay up till 2 in the morning reading a book and writing my thoughts in my journal. Doesn't really work well, especially if you're like me, where I need a solid like 8 hours of sleep at night. That's just the way the cookie crumbles with me. So I've decided that 2018 is gonna be the year that I finally turn into a morning person. I am sick of hitting snooze and running around like a chicken with my head cut off to try to get everything accomplished that I need to get done in the morning, and then running to the train station, trying to get to work, showing up 5 to 10 minutes late. Like, no, I'm done. It's avoidable if I could just get up early. So I've already started putting this into work this year. It's been going okay, but basically I've decided that I'm gonna get up at 5:30 every morning, have a pretty set bedtime every night, usually try to be in bed by 10. That's the part that I'm not so good at. But I have been getting up pretty well at 5:30. So you might ask, okay, so what all do you have to do in the morning that you would need like 2 hours before you have to go to work? Well, the answer is I want to meditate, which I'll get into more in my next point. So that gives me time to meditate. It gives me time to make coffee, walk my dog, get ready for the day without feeling like super rushed through every step. I think that that's the most important thing, is that I don't want to feel rushed through every step of the morning. I'd rather be able to start my morning and have some idle time and time to just like breathe, go from one thing to the next, than have me constantly be like frantically being like, where's my lunch? I don't have time to make coffee. I'm gonna spend another $5 at Starbucks. Because obviously that's how I talk in the morning. But that's like the whole idea of it, is that I am sick of like being so frantic in the morning. Like I don't think it's a good way to start your day. I don't think that you should be starting your day and just feeling like rushed and anxious, and it's like right out the gate you're starting the day on the wrong foot. So I'm gonna try to become a morning person. I will keep you updated on that. Goal number 3 is to take care of myself mentally and physically. So mentally, that is where the meditating comes in. I have been doing 10-minute meditations every morning, at least on the mornings when I've been able to get up at 5:30. But it has been going well. I've been using, I think it's the Calm app, just to kind of like learn more about meditation and kind of slowly get into it. I think it's a really nice way to start your day. I mean, you can do it whenever, but I mean, I found that it does like really clear my mind. It kind of gets me on the right path in the morning, kind of chills me out. And I don't know, I've really liked it so far. Other things I want to do when I want to take care of myself mentally are just taking more breaks. I've read a lot of things recently that talk about how important it is to take a break at work, especially if you're sitting at a desk all day in front of a computer like I do. So I want to implement kind of those 5-minute breaks where you get up and take a walk. It's hard right now because it's so cold outside, but I really do feel like that helps boost my productivity at work. If I could take like a couple minutes and just like walk a little lap around the office, I feel like it gets me moving, gets my blood pumping, helps me focus better when I'm actually sitting there working on a task. Also just kind of like cutting myself some slack. I always feel like when I come home, if I just sit down and I'm like, I just want to watch an episode of Riverdale, my new obsession, I feel like, okay, well, Christy, there's like a million things you could be doing right now. You could be working on your blog, you could be working on a YouTube video, you could be cleaning up the house, you could be, doing a bunch of stuff. And then I'm like, okay, sometimes it's okay to just relax and unwind. And I need to tell myself that more, because sometimes I want to just do a ton of stuff when I get home from work. As far as taking care of myself physically, your girl's trying to get better about working out. I hate working out. I know the workouts that I like to do, like I like yoga, I love playing tennis, I like dancing, so like I'm all for a dance class. But I don't know, it's like when I get home from work after being at work all day, it's like the last thing that I want to do is work out. So the thing I want to do is maybe start trying to incorporate my workouts into my morning routine. So that kind of goes hand in hand with me trying to become a morning person. If I can get up early enough to work out and get all of that done in the morning, I feel like I'm going to be more apt to work out daily and regularly, instead of trying to do that after work when I'm like so tired from the day. So your girl's trying to work out, trying to get fit. Not really fit, I just like want to be healthier. I mean, fit's great too, but like that seems like a long way away. Goal number 4 is to read daily, which I already do, but I'd like to read more. I'm pretty much always reading something. Right now I'm actually reading through the Harry Potter books again. So I'm on number 2, The Chamber of Secrets. I usually read on my commute on the L to and from work, but I kind of want to be able to read a little bit more, get like more than 2 chapters in a day is my goal. I think that reading expands your mind, expands your creativity, works different muscles in your brain that you don't get to usually use throughout the day. So reading is important and I love it, and that is my goal, to read a shit ton of books this year. Goal number 5 is to work on my blog and on my YouTube channel. And I don't really know what that's gonna look like yet. I mean, I love making YouTube videos, I like having my blog, but I do feel like my blog isn't getting that much traffic, partially because I'm not really that good at social media. Like, I don't know, guys, this might have to be a separate video about my struggle with social media and like growing an audience, but it just doesn't come naturally to me to be like constantly on the search for content for Instagram, Snapchat, blog, YouTube. I mean, I just was in New York and I had all these grand plans to make a New York travel vlog, and I just was really in the moment and didn't really think much about making a video and like taking video to create that. And I mean, it sucks from the perspective of like, okay, if I want to have a successful YouTube channel, I should like be doing things like that, but I'm like totally fine living my life in the moment. So I guess I'm just trying to figure out a balance between those two things. Like, if I want this to be successful, if I want YouTube to be successful, like, what does that mean for me creating content? So that's something that I really want to work on, especially in these next couple months, kind of figuring out my flow for that, figuring out when I want to do that. If that means I need to set aside a couple hours on a Saturday to take pictures or film like a vlog, then so be it. But I really need to figure out like what I'm doing and what I want to do to kind of push this forward if I want to make it a priority. So that is number 5. Goal number 6 is to create my own Chicago bucket list. I love living in Chicago. I feel like I don't take enough advantage of living in Chicago. So this is pretty straightforward. I want to create a bucket list of all the places I want to go, things I want to do, things I want to see while I live here, so that I can really experience living in this city to the fullest. If you live in Chicago, any suggestions are welcome. Leave them in a comment. Last but not least is number 7, travel when the opportunity arises. I love traveling, guys. I mean, another goal of mine that I actually didn't put on this list, but is like a perpetual goal, is to save money and be more financially smart. So that's why I kind of added when the opportunity arises. For me, it's a hard balance between like trying to save money and be smart with spending my money, and then the second somebody's like, Christy, you want to go do that? I'm like, yep, on my way, here I come, zoom. So I don't know, I'm trying to figure out the balance for that. I do know that I am going to probably take a couple trips this year. Yeah, so basically I just want to go on as many trips as possible that I feel I can do that is appropriate for my finances, and I would love to take an international trip this year. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I would really like to, because I haven't done that in a while. So you all are probably wondering, okay, Christy, so here are your goals. How are you going to keep track of them, and how are you going to kind of track your progress on them? So I mentioned this before, I think in a different video, but I use a passion planner as my planner for day-to-day. It's so pretty. So basically what I've been doing this past month is I've been putting in, obviously, like my day-to-day schedule, but then I've been adding in, especially after work, I've been adding in specific things I can work on to reach my goals that day. And then some of my personal goals over here, like research script writing, so that I can get more knowledge about that and kind of push me towards that goal. I tend to write down a lot of like video or post ideas here. I didn't fill in a lot of focuses this week. This has been a really weird week, the week that I'm filming this. I got back from New York and I was out of sorts like all week, didn't feel great. So this is not normally, I usually try to fill this in way more. So like this is how it usually looks. So Passion Planner is really nice because they actually have little downloads you can do. So I've been doing like the water tracker of like how much water you drink in a day. They also have a habit tracker, which is a great way to try to implement new habits into your life. And you can use this in any planner that you have. It doesn't just have to be the Passion Planner. But I wrote down some of my habits, like in bed by 10, wake up at 5:30, meditate daily. And then I mark off the days that I did that, and it helps you kind of see how the habit is forming in your life and where you're kind of slacking. So basically, I just use this to track all of the social media stuff I need to post for my YouTube or blog, video ideas, when I need to edit videos, all of that good stuff. And I really want to start, especially since like writing a screenplay is like my biggest goal of the year, I need to really start implementing like structured time for me to start doing that in this planner, because I feel like that'll really help me actually sit down and do it. So yeah, I'm going to be using this, and I'll keep you guys posted on how it all goes. I mean, I'm really excited about my goals, nervous about some of them, but I don't know, I think that 2018 is going to be a really good year. I'd love to hear some of your guys' goals, So if you want to share those in the comments or follow me on Instagram at Christy Gleason, I would love to hear what you guys have planned for 2018. Thanks for watching, you guys. I will see you soon.